So this is fun. This Moondrop Crinacle Dusk is probably one of the biggest anticipated drops this year. And we have it, and we're about to review it, and I gotta say, man, $300 to $400 IEM space, whoo, it's hot. So let's get this one started. So here are your Moondrop Crinacle Dusk. They retail for $359. They have 3 different types of drivers in them. They've got 2 DDs, 2 balance armatures, and they have 2 planars. So 2 DD for the bass, of course, and then the balance armatures for the mids, and you get the planars for treble. It's pretty straightforward box. Got the Moondrop here, the other side, Dusk, and then of course you've got your charts on the back and more information about the IEM itself. So let's open this bad boy up. Slip this off. And you've got Moondrop Presents Dusk. Pretty good looking box, not too boring. And you open it up, and then here's your quality card. Shows that they were checked. And then here are your Dusk. And they come in this little container here. I don't mind the top. Looks kind of like damascus steel. But it's actually not a bad looking IEM. What I really like most about it is how it's clear and you can see all the magic inside. And I always find that cool. Kind of like the Project M by Dita, but we'll talk about that later. That's another one that we're going to be reviewing. But I really do like how these look. It's good looking IEM. So you've got this here. Then you have this leather pouch, and not a bad looking leather pouch. Zipper. And I'm not even sure if it's real leather. Nowadays, it's hard to tell if it's real leather or not. I'm not sure. But it's a good pouch. You've got your 2 different cables in here. Of course, you've got your 3.5 normal cable. And it's not a bad cable. It's kind of stringy feeling. But it's not a bad cable at all. You can tell, though, that the DSP cable is, to me, a lot nicer and a better looking cable. And I feel like a lot of people, or most people, will probably be using this cable because it allows you to change the sound signature through the app, and we'll talk about the app in a minute. But all in all, the DSP cable is actually pretty nice. It's not a bad, you've got your USB-C here, and it's not a bad cable at all. It's much nicer, I feel, than the standard cable. Then here, pop this open, and you get some cards, but most importantly, you have your tips in here. I believe these are the spin fit tips, and you also have your adapter for the plane. So in all, not a bad unboxing whatsoever. Pretty nice, not too basic. And yeah, let's get to the sound. So what I find the best part of the Moondrop Crinacle Dusk is that you are able to tailor your sound. That's what makes them brilliant. And they, out of the box with a cable, with the standard cable, they sound 90% and they sound very, very, very good. But if you want that 100%, the bass tuning, you have to use the DSP cable. And again, they sound excellent. The problem is there's a Moondrop app for it. And this Moondrop app, unfortunately, is Android only. Always a catch. Android only. And you've got to go to the moondroplab.com website, download it. And here it is, and it's only an APK file. Hopefully, soon, there will be an Apple version, but as of now, so I'm recording this is in May, there is no Apple version. So you have to do this basically on Android. So to change the tuning on these, unless you use the standard cable and EQ it through a Q2X or something like that, you're not going to be able to do it. The DSP cable comes with a default tuning, and it's actually an excellent tuning, but let's say you want more bass, you want more treble, or you want harmony, you want this or that, then you're going to have to use the Moonlab app. So, or I'm sorry, the app from Moondrop. So here it is. We pull it up. Now, if you are into being your anonymity, or you just don't want someone digging through your phone, this is a Chinese company, and basically they will ask, it's so invasive, they'll ask questions like, can we take over your phone, can we read it? Like, it's if you like privacy, you probably won't download this app. So there's another issue when it comes with it. But luckily I have a dead Android phone that I don't use pretty much for anything, and that's what I have it hooked up to now. So once you get the app, you go ahead and plug it in, and hopefully this will work, because sometimes it doesn't. Allow Moondrop access to the Dusk. You say yes. You hit the picture of the Dusk, and voila. There are all the standard EQs that comes with it. There's a default, the V-shaped, Harmon, extra bass, diffuse tilted, and then also you've got your P EQ, where you can add all of your different types of sounds that you want to do. And it's a really cool app for that. I like the Dusk V because it kind of brings it up the bass to the hype for sound, a little bit more bass. All of them are great. The Dusk bass is incredible. It's amazing how much bass can come out of those two DDs. But yes, this is how you change the sounds on your DSP. And then once you pull it out, you can plug it into any other USB and you will get the same sound. Again, unfortunate that you can't do this on an Apple product. Hopefully they'll have a new app soon, but I have a hard time believing that Apple would probably allow that app in because it's so invasive. We'll see. But again, this is one of the brilliant parts of this IEM where you can tailor your own sound the way you want them to sound. All right, so let's talk about comfort and everything. So the previous Dusk were supposed to have like really thick bores. These don't. These are actually very comfortable. They're much smaller. I am just blown away with how many good-looking IEMs we have in this spot. Like the Did a Project IEM is clear. This one's clear except the faceplate, and it is a beautiful looking IEM. Get to see all the innards and how it works. The cable, this is the DSP cable, so it's thicker and a lot nicer than the other cable. I like it the most. The other cable is just honestly too skinny. No microphonics with either one, but it's just so, I hate to say it, really cheap, but I will say this. If all the money goes into the IEM to make it sound perfect, I really don't give a crap, because I want it to be that way, and you can always cable roll. Not necessarily with this one, but the DSP cable is much thicker, and I feel higher quality. So the Moondrop Crinacle Dusk is a brilliant IEM. Let me explain why. If you are a person that just wants to buy them, put the standard cable, roll your own cable on it, and just plug them in and listen to them, the tuning right out of the box is very good. The bass is good, it's detailed, it's there, good sub bass, good kick, all that. The mids, the voices sound great, the separation of the instruments, the tonality, the timbre, spot on. Treble, sparkly, extended, not too harsh, just tuned excellently. So if you just want to plug it in and not even think about the DSP cable and all that you can do with it, you'll be good. You can be happy because it's a very well-tuned IEM. But what's brilliant about it is those people are taken care of, but the people that want to tinker, the people that want to change the sound of the IEM, that's where it gets really good. We said we're going to start a new thing called It Makes You Feel a Certain Way. Under DSP, there is a Dusk V. And I wouldn't say it's an overall huge V. It's very much kind of like the Monarch or the Hype 4, where it's a slight V. And my God, there have been very few IEMs headphones where I could not stop listening to it. The bass is brought out more, and the bass is really good. In fact, you need to try the DSP Bass Plus, I think it's called. These IEMs can hit. They can slam. And it's not gross. It's not like, ooh, there's quantity but no quality. No, there's quality bass in these things. So back to the V. It is, I told you how much I like the Hype 4. It made me feel a certain way. I can listen to music forever on it. I don't know. At some points, I felt like this was just a little bit better. Just a little bit more bass. Like it hit my bass, just hit my bass perfectly. It was just good bass. The mids are still there. Maybe it's a little bit warmer and you've got just this lushness with the mids. Males and females sound good. The treble is sparkly, not too in your face. It's just that V hit me a certain way, made me feel a certain way. So that's the brilliance of this IEM, I feel. that if you just want to plug it in and listen to music, it'll sound great. If you want to tinker with it and make it sound how you want it to sound, it does that extraordinarily well too. So it's such a well thought out concept, which I don't think a lot of people are grasping onto how much work it takes to put into that. But man, did it turn out really nice. So yeah, the Dusk is really, really good. Like I said before, we're living in an extraordinary time where we're having all these $300, $400 IEMs just be remarkable. And this is up there with them. Like, you can literally tailor this IEM to sound how you want it to sound, and you will be satisfied because you're going to be like, wow. Other thing I like about this, the separation in the soundstage hits really above the price point. That's the other thing. All this, like these $1,000 IEMs, getting this sound at $400, and you're getting the other things that you receive when you generally spend more. And that's one is the sound. So it's like, it is very nice. There's a lot of 3D-ness to the sound, and it's a great IEM. So is this a buy? Twofold, yes. Twofolds because I think if you just want to buy it from one side and just listen to your music, not tinker with it, just enjoy the sound the way it sounds, you're good. If you want to tinker, you're great. So I think this is such a cool concept because even let's say that you're not into PEQ or equalization or trying different sounds, this could be kind of like your gateway because you could use the app, go online, look at how to do equalization, and learn it with this really cool IEM. Just a thought. So I think this is a very awesome product, especially at the price. I think it's $365, so it undercuts the Hype 4, it undercuts the Pilgrim, and it hangs with them. It's really good. So yeah, this is a definite buy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me, and I will see you in the next review.